Hey guys, how you doing? Now that we're talking about viruses, we're going to look and see how we're tracking them and how it's spreading. So you've learned about what it is and how it infects people or how it infects you and then makes copies of itself. And we talked about the lytic and the lysogenic cycle. So this is a lytic cycle because it's coming out immediately and then spreading all over the place, as you can see through just looking at that graph here. It's just all over the world. And they developed this, John Hopkins University developed this website that so that we can see how it's progressing or stuff like this every day. It changes probably about every 15 minutes. There's updates on what's new and how much it's spread and how many confirmed deaths they are and how many cases there are and then how many people have recovered. Um, so it gets all this information from the CDC in Atlanta, the Hong Kong CDC, um, the one in Taiwan, also Canada, Australia, and the government Department of Health in Europe. So we get all this information, and they're compiling this website to keep us informed. So what happens is we have you have this form uh, on Blend, which should be right near this video. And I'm going to go through this with you so you kind of get an idea of how to do this and what we're looking for. Okay, so the first thing we have, it says, uh, so if you want to look with me, maybe I can put up that uh, paper. Um, so here, this is going to bring you to the link. Um, if you click on that link, note the date and the time that you visit the tracker as numbers are multiplying every time of day, right? So on your paper, under time and date, you're going to write that here. So that you're going to do this 3 times on 3 different days. So we can track the difference. Okay, so then it says, um, you will be tracking the virus at least 3 times this week. You will use this form each time you track the virus. Okay, so you're going to put your date and time here, obviously. Okay, so then you're going to click on the black dashboard at the top of the website. So this is what's going to bring you here. So if I went back, wait, sorry. So if I'm here and I click on this website here, it's going to bring me to this web page. So then I'm going to scroll up, and what that first direction said is once I'm here, right, click on the black dashboard at the top of the website. So this here is your black, see, the black dashboard. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this, and it's going to bring us to a larger one. Okay, so it's going to come up. You can see part of the world, right? And you can see all the red dots. That's all the spreading in cases of the coronavirus. So, in the excuse me, what is the current number of total confirmed cases in the world? So in order to find that, you're just going to go up here to this top one that says total confirmed. So like right now, it's going to be 755,591. All right. So then, so that's in the world, confirmed cases. So your next one is going to be which country in the world has the highest number of cases reported. So if we look over on the far side under confirmed, total confirmed, we have a list of countries here. And the number in red is going to tell you the amount of confirmed cases for each country. So if we look at the top, we have United States has 148,089 confirmed cases. Italy has 101,930. I'm sorry, 1,000. Oh, I apologize. 101,739 cases. So you can see there on this side the highest, and then it goes down. So question number 2 is which countries in the world have the highest numbers of cases reported? And if we looked here at the moment, it's the United States, Italy, and Spain. So that's where you're going to find those over here. So then on the bottom right, so that would be at the bottom here, you're going to see this graph. It's on there. Okay. So what you're going to do is under the graph, there's, it says confirmed. You're going to click on daily increase. Okay. So it'll change to, a bar graph, sort of. I'm just going to make it bigger here so you can see what it looks like. So what it's asking, describe the curve you see. For example, is it slowly studying the rate of increase, or one that looks like it's accelerating or decreasing? So you're going to look at this, and we're seeing, if you click on each one, it's giving me the date. So this is March 28th. This was March 27th. Here was the 26th. So you can see how it goes up, up, and we have some downs, right? Went up, it was up here, and then it dropped down, and then it skyrocketed up. So we see all these spikes and stuff. But if we look daily, you can see the dates underneath. It seems to be going straight up. Okay, so you're going to answer that question kind of based on this graph. Okay, so I'm going to make this a smaller one now. So it goes back in the corner. So it's back here now. So don't forget you went on daily increases. Okay, so that's what you're doing for number 3. Okay, then we have number 4, which is zoom into the United States in the middle of the tracker. Okay, so here is your United States. I'm going to, where's my zoom? Right here. You see the plus and the minus here? I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to pull this over to, let's get this out of the way, to the United States. I could just click on the button over on the far left side that says US, and it'll go to it as well. So if describe what approximate percentage of the United States is red, meaning there are confirmed cases. So if we look at this, we're looking at what percentage is confirmed cases. Now, I had a difficult time finding confirmed cases in this view, but I found it in another view. But what you can write here is, like this example here is 148,000 98, which is on the far left under USA. I'll show you another way to get the percentages in a minute. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to zoom into the United States to Austin, Texas. So we're going to push the plus button, zoom in, reposition. So we're over here. And there's little Austin. It looks tiny compared to everything else. Okay, so here's Austin. I'm going to click on it. And what it does, this little rectangle here will pop up and it says Travis, because it's Travis County, Texas, USA. So now it says how many active cases. So there's 200 active cases. Well, actually 199 because we had a death. So active cases is at this exact moment, and yours is going to change because you're not doing this today, you're doing it on a different day. So here, the active cases would be here, 199. And then the next question is, how many deaths have occurred? So it says death 1. So there's 1 death today. How many are recovered? So if we looked here, we have 0 recovered. So nobody's recovering this in our city yet. Okay, so then the last question is, what questions do you have after viewing this graphic? I mean, so you're going to write in there, what does all this information do for you? And you cannot write nothing. Because it's important information. You can see the spread of the virus and how, it's either, spreading so drastically. You can also click on, if we make this smaller, there's a lot of cases in New York. So if we went to move this over to New York, here it is, this whole area, look at how many red bubbles. So there's 40 deaths in this little area. Let me zoom in more. Oh, because I didn't have it on. So in New York City, for instance, there's 36,221 confirmed cases. There's over 790 deaths. And there's no one that has recovered from it yet. So you can see how drastic it is in different places. Okay, so you're going to do this 3 times this week. And what you'll do is you'll fill in the Google form and then submit that in. Alrighty. If you have any questions, we're going to be keeping office hours. So you can always come get into that Zoom meeting and ask questions. Or you can always email. That would be great too. All right. You can replay this video to help you if you aren't sure what's happening, or you forgot how to get to one point or the other. And I hope you have a great day. Bye. I don't know how to end it.